Hi, I have a bunch of Becca stuff to share with you. Yes, I'm a little partial because my name is Becca and I like seeing my name on things. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to give you a true and honest opinion about these. So the first thing that I have is this foundation. Now this is the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. They do have a couple of different foundations. I haven't tried them, so I don't know anything about them. This one is definitely full coverage. It is, I want to kind of say, lightweight for a full coverage anyway. Their thing is that it is highly pigmented, and so you get a lot of coverage without having to use a lot of makeup. One pump of this is almost too much for my face. It's a lot, but it's great. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't look cakey or overly makeup-y. It's actually really nice and really beautiful. I would say that the finish is matte, but it's definitely not powdery. And it doesn't dry my skin out like a lot of matte foundations do. I feel like it's not a mattifying product, so if you have oily skin, you may still need to blot it throughout the day and powder and whatnot. But for my dry skin, it sits very nicely all day long. I'm really liking this. It definitely does not accentuate my pores or my wrinkles or anything. Sometimes if I do get a little heavy-handed, it will start to, cake up and crease a bit in my laugh lines, but I haven't really noticed it much around my eyes or anything. The shades, however, tend to run on the golden side. This is the shade Buttercup, which I feel almost matches me, but it's a little bit yellowy. I keep going back and forth on whether or not this shade is okay for me. I don't know, but I really do like the foundation, especially for those days when I want full coverage. As far as longevity goes, by itself with no primer, no powder or setting spray or anything, I would say that it lasts 5 to 6 hours. If you add a primer, powder, etc., it will last you all day long. So, it's like a normal foundation. There's nothing special about the longevity, but you can make it work for you. As far as application goes, the way that I like to do it is to just do a pump on my fingers, spread it all over my face, and then buff it in with a brush. But I do feel like this sets pretty quickly, so you have to work fast with it. In fact, I've heard a lot of people say that you need to use a primer so that you can get some slip under there. I don't necessarily feel like I need a primer as long as I work quickly with it. Now, as far as setting quickly, yes, it does set, but it still feels kind of tacky. And even hours after applying it, your face will feel like it has makeup on it. It doesn't dry to any sort of other texture. I don't know how else to say that. But I haven't had any problems with transfer either. Even blowing my nose all day, I only get the slightest amount of foundation on my tissue. So I feel like, as far as that's concerned, it's pretty great. The packaging is really nice and sleek. It's that Becca brown, what is this? It's like a rubbery, I don't know what this is. Anyway, and it's a pump top. So I do love the packaging. I think that this is awesome. The foundation is a definite win. Another absolute win in my book is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and I have the color Opal, which is gorgeous. Let me just show this to you. It's so freaking beautiful. I love this color. They have another one that's like a lighter champagne-y color, and this one is more of a goldy champagne-y color. It's still pretty champagne, but it's just a bit darker. It just has a richer color to it, I think, and I love it on my skin tone. I just think that it is so gorgeous. This stuff does not mess around. Let me tell you, you have to be light-handed with this because it is so shimmery and just intense. This is an intense highlight. I don't even know how else to explain it. It's intense and it's gorgeous. I have it on my cheeks right now. Can you see all that beautiful shimmer going on? I also have it on my eyelids right here, and it works beautifully as an eyeshadow. I just love it. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. This is fantastic, and it will last all day, but like I said, you need to be a little careful with your application because a little bit goes a long way. This I got as a sample for something. I don't remember where I got this, but this is a sample size of the Bronzing Skin Perfector. This is a liquid bronzer. It does have some shimmer in it. It's just a really nice liquid bronzer. It looks really nice, you know, just kind of on your cheeks and stuff, either in addition to or in place of your regular blush. It's really pretty. I definitely like this. Now, moving on to my not so favorite things, I got the 4-pack of, it's 2 eyeshadows and 2 cheek stains. The eyeshadows, okay, this is in the color Gilt and this is Romanticism. They are both very pretty. They are just a cream eyeshadow. You can use it by itself or as a base for your powder eyeshadows or whatever. These are really nice, really pretty, shimmery, and they last all day. They don't crease. They're lovely. I really do like these. And then the cheek stains, this one is raspberry and this one is grapefruit. These totally smell fruity. They smell like deliciously fruity. You put them on and you're like, ooh, that's so nice, and like a summer fruit bowl. I like these, but I don't love them. I think most of my issue is in the packaging, honestly. There's just something about this. It's difficult to apply because you squirt it out and it's like you don't know how much to put on your cheek. You know, if you have a wand or something, you can be like, okay, it's 3 little stripes or 4 dabs and that's the right amount for me. With this, I just kind of have to go, okay, I'm hoping that I'm not putting too much on. You know, and so the best way that I have found to do it is to squirt some on the back of my hand and then take my stipple brush and just kind of dab it in there and then lightly dab on my cheeks, and I'll do them, you know, at the same time just so that I don't get too much product on one cheek, and then just kind of blend it out that way. They do blend out really nicely. Like I said, they smell fantastic. There's a lot of pigment in these. You get a lot of color, and the colors are beautiful. It's really just the packaging that I don't care for. They do say that they are water resistant. These are beach tints, you know, so you can wear them while you go to the beach and go swimming and stuff. That's kind of their thing. So I think, you know, for that, it would be good. You just kind of have to be careful with the application. So like I said, I like these, but I don't love them, and really my major issue is the packaging. The rest of it I think is great. Now the one item that I really do not like, I am so sad about. This is the all-in-one brush, and look at how beautiful this is with the gold handle, and it says Becca. I wanted to love this so much, and I think that's why I'm so disappointed. It is made from natural hair, and so you get a lot of shedding. That seems to be the major complaint for most people, is the shedding. That doesn't even bother me quite as much as the shape of it and the sloppiness. It is really big. I mean, look at this thing. It's ginormous, okay? So as far as putting on your foundation, it works fine. It's, you know, it's fine. I like the size and the fit of the brush in my hand. I think it feels nice. You know, and it works to buff in your foundation, and I didn't find it to be particularly streaky or anything. It does shed, but, you know, it's fine. You can see this is, you know, I've used this and you can kind of see how far down the makeup goes. It doesn't go down that far, so it's supposed to, you know, soak up less of your makeup, which, you know, I found to be only semi-true. So for foundation, it's fine, but it's nothing special. For everything else, it's kind of awful. So you're supposed to use, you know, just like the edge of it for your blush, and it's fine in theory, but you have to be really careful, and it just ends up being kind of sloppy and getting your blush everywhere. Using the edge for like your contour or your highlight, it doesn't have a nice clean edge. It's like froey, and you know, it's just sloppy. That's the best way to describe it. It's sloppy and cumbersome. Also, the bristles really aren't that soft. Doing the edges and kind of stippling in your blush, oh, forget it. No, it's not as soft as it first seems like it is. I just really am disappointed with this. And this is my normal foundation brush that I love. This thing is ginormous, okay? This I can use the edge of for contouring, or, you know, just like a little corner of it to do the blush. Because of the shape of it, because it's domed, and because it has nice clean corners around the edge, it works fine. I mean, I don't normally use this for everything. I just use this for foundation most days, but I can use it for other things because of the shape and because it's just clean and dense, and just has a nice shape. This is my Tarte brush. Did I say that? This is my Tarte foundation brush. I love this brush. This is not clean. These edges are not a nice, sharp, stiff edge. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm sorry, but this is really expensive and not good. So that's a bummer. So in general, I'm really happy with all of my Becca products except for the brush. I will be taking that back. Everything else I really do like. Even the cheek stains are totally workable and the colors are really nice. And I love that everything says Becca on it. It's like, hey, that's my makeup.